Hey guys, welcome to Let's Build. Today we're going to work on the frog that I think Mojang should add in the game. My favorite frog, the red-eyed tree frog. Let's look at what we're going to need. For the feet, we're going to need some orange concrete powder, red sand, and orange wool. For the mouth, we're going to need white concrete, calcite, white concrete powder, and bone block, and for his smile, some light gray wool. For his red eyes, we're going to need some netherwort block, some red wool, some black concrete, and some green carpet. Then, for his back and head, we're going to need lime terracotta, green concrete powder, moss block, and green terracotta. And then for the rest of his body, we're going to need yellow wool, yellow concrete, blue wool, blue concrete, a couple blocks of lapis, and a couple blocks of blue terracotta. All right, let's build it. Red-eyed tree frogs fingers and toes are orange, so we're going to lay those down. And if you noticed, the pattern that I'm using on one is just then reversed on the other side for the front legs and the back legs too. And this layer is the bottom layer. His legs will go up one from where we're laying out the feet right now. I know it's a lot of back and forth, but I'm just trying to use the same blocks on both sides so you're not trying to figure out what blocks I'm using. Those are the concrete ones right there. All right, then we're gonna do his mouth. His mouth is up. We skip a space and then go to the mouth. So I put down a block and then take it out. And those are white concrete blocks there. This is more of his chin than his mouth, I should say that. And then it's the calcite's in the middle, and then the other two are reflected. And then this is every other one, this row here. And then two bone blocks on the end, then the calcite, and then is the start of his smile is the gray wool. So that was the dark terracotta, or the green terracotta on the outside, and then green concrete right next to it. And then those are all moss blocks and wool, and then right in the middle, a shiny little green concrete powder. And that's the netherwort. I think that looks so cool. And then the reptiles have like a vertical, oh shoot, I'm looking for the word. It's not a round pupil. It's kind of like a sliver. I know there's a word for it. Dang it. That's going to drive me crazy until I look it up. And then I put like a little tiny reflection in his eye with the red wool there. And then I wanted to make sure that you could see a little bit of his eyelid, but I didn't want to go way up, so that's why I have the carpet there. And then the back part of his eyes are the green frog eyes. And as you can see, they're just mirror images of each other. So you're using the same blocks on both sides, it's just mirrored. Hopefully you guys could see what those, each of those blocks were. Okay, now we're gonna work on the back. That's the lime terracotta right there. It goes all the way across. I was gonna put a row underneath it because I thought I had a bunch of concrete, but I ended up not. There's only 2 spots. We'll just leave those blank until we do the side. So that's the moss. And then the wool. And then those blank spots are where the green concrete powder is going to be eventually. And then more of the lime terracotta. And then I mirror it on the other side. And then moss. And then it goes like dark. That's the green concrete. And then in the center is the dark green terracotta. Or green terracotta. Not dark green. It's green. It's either lime green or green. And then wool there. And that's terracotta and then concrete. So the concrete's in like a Z shape on the side of his mouth. I am using moss to go up a layer. So we don't want to be directly on the wood. And then I knocked it out. So it goes moss block, light terracotta block on top, lime, sorry. And then another moss block. Behind that moss block, I'm placing 2 green concrete and then up 1 for green concrete. And then that's green terracotta and then 2 moss blocks and then a light terracotta, lime terracotta on the top there. And that's a green terracotta. Those are green cements. And then those 2 really light things are green concrete powder. And just like before, I put down a moss block on the wood and then knocked it out after I put the moss block on top of it. Then green concrete or moss and a powder, green concrete powder, and then that's more green concrete. Behind there, it's going to be blue, so we're not going to do that part yet. That's green wool on top of there, green concrete, lime terracotta. So basically, this side is going to be a mirror image of the other side. Hopefully you can see clearly what blocks I'm placing. If you need to pause and place blocks, I totally understand. Make sure that you are putting the legs at one level above the floor. Misplaced block. All right, this is where the fun starts happening. Here's where we're starting to add the yellow stripe that goes that separates the green and the blue. And I'm trying to get, I know I have some yellow concrete powder, so I'm trying to put stuff underneath it so that I can put it down. There goes the blue on the back of the leg. And that was a wool towards the front and a blue concrete behind it. And then it goes, well, you can see that one pretty well. And then I realized after I got done filming this that you couldn't see what I was doing behind the leg, so there's a shot on the right-hand side of what the leg looks like on the back. The bottom row is, blue concrete with blue wool, and then blue wool, and then the rest of it is blue concrete powder. And there's the yellow concrete powder I was talking about before. And it's more blue wool. Great, now to just do it on the other side. All right, let's get this frog done. The last thing we have to do is the butt here. It's going to be mostly blue and green. As you can see, I've got the blue terracotta on the bottom with some blue concrete and the green concrete. There's where those two blue lapis blocks go. And then the rest is mainly wool and concrete powder. And then it's green in the shape of the V. It's like he's wearing a thong. Don't ask. Don't ask. There. It's done. It's perfect. It looks amazing. I'm really excited about this build. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you make a couple of tweaks to it, I'd love to see it. Oh, shoot. I forgot to do the sides. Hang on just a second. Let me get the sides here. So let's see, it's got to come down a little bit. I think we're going to come down one more. I think it needs to come down. He's kind of tinier in the back than in the front. So I'm trying to decide where to put this block here. I want him to slope towards the back. So that looks too much. There. I like how that looks. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.